Okay then folks, I'm back with the One Leaf NV200 4K binoculars. You've not seen me for a while because I've had a lot of flu. The whole family's had it, the wife's had it, the lads had it. Getting over it now, but now we've got to cope with the weather. It's been down to like -7 today. As you can see from everything, it's white over. And it looks like we've got the cold spell quite some time. So we got the little kids house at the bottom that I built. Try and focus in onto the bird feeder there. So this is just down the bottom of the garden. Just getting a few views through it. There we go. So that's not automatic focus, it's a manual focus, and it's done on the front ring on the left hand side. There will be 3 other lenses to follow this, so it will make all the difference, I would imagine. So there's the range I've got set up. So I'm down the bottom there. That's my main range at 20 yards where the crow is, and I've got another one set at 15 yards, and that is the one I've been zeroing in at for ratting. Obviously this is good for night vision as well, so when it gets dark we'll do some night vision testing, but this is just close at work at the moment, so it's around 23 yards to the bench down there, and then looking over at the houses in the distance. So the tree there, that'll be about 24-25 yards. We've got a big tree up there, that's more like 30 yards away. And moving down to the house over there, 80 yards to that, and the ones behind, they're probably off around 200 yards down there, where you can see the chimney stack. But yeah, very cold today. Just about to see the moon up there somewhere. It's in the cloud there. You can zoom in a bit. Let's see if we can focus it in. So there's the moon. So you can see 250,000 miles anyway. Back in on the poppy there. So that's probably about 10 to 12 yards away. So it really does focus in well. A few different distances, so probably about 10 yards to the yellow, and coming in closer. Let's zero in the frozen flowers there. Probably looking at 6 yards there. Onto the table, got secateurs 3 yards away. I'm going to put my hand in front there. Let's see if I can focus right in there. If I can. So that's my fingernails up, and that's about 18 inches away. Not bad. There we go, there's my thumb. It's probably about 2 feet it focused down to, so that's not bad, is it? And back down the garden. So I will get some more video done on this. This is just an initial quick view outside, close range. I'll get some long range and I'll get some night vision done. So I'll see you in a short while. Okay, I'm now at Bramcote Park. You can see the people in the distance at 302 yards. Let's just zoom in. I believe here's the one I ranged at 302 yards. Trying to keep warm. It's around 2 degrees at the moment. Try and focus in again. And there we go. Zoom back out. So then, Bramcote Park used to be an estate that belonged to a family, and Bramcote Hall used to be where that wall is over there. That was the boundary for the hall. Try and focus again. And the hall used to stand back there. It's actually gone now. They had it from the probably late 1800s, and I think the council took it on probably the 1940s, 50s, and then it was knocked down in the early 60s. It became a council-owned park. They've actually got an ice house that you don't see many of, and I'll show you that in a bit. I'll try and zoom into that chap out there, try and focus him in. I've not got my glasses on, that don't bloody help. Well, I think that's about right. So that's zoomed in 20 times. There's a trim trail all the way around. That post to his right, that's probably telling you what things are happening. The two people walking along there, 385 yards. Just rangefind that with my wild garden binoculars. They're probably like 360 for the dogs. Try and focus in again. Let's zoom out. This is about 385 to that chap with the dog next to the tree, and the dog's running there. So this is Bramcote Park. So what you can see now, zoomed in, is one of the main pillars at the old manor house. And these are all the foundations. Quite a big footprint really, and this is like an old orangery, I think, just here. But goes up into the woods there, and now it's basically open to the public. It's a shame it went. Really nice. Nice location. Would have been nice to see the old house. Oh, there he is. So usually these squirrels tend to run around the opposite side of the tree. So you can't see him. He's gone. Okay then, so looking back down the hill, you can see the foundations of the old manor. And their view was out across the park. Oh, it was a squirrel on that fallen tree. Obviously on the other side now. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go over the hilltop and we'll get a good view looking over Tramore, probably out to Ilkeston area. There's a crow up there, you can just see him. Okay, got a few in front of me now. I can see a car passing right to left. That's probably about a mile away. But looking over there, let me just zoom in. And what you can see there, 20 times. Let me just see if I can focus it in better. There's a lot of movement here because I've zoomed in 20 times. Now that is the wind turbine that's next to Tinged Spark Shooting Club. At the club we're about 550 yards from it. This view we're about 5 miles away from it. So just over that ridge there is Tinged Park Shooting Club. That's all the way back. So that hill in the distance, that'll be at Shipley, and you can even see a church there, Eastwood Church. That's probably about 7 miles away from here. So not too bad, is it? Looking over there, we've got Trailmore. You see the traffic that's going across Trailmore there. Okay, then heading down the hill to the west side of the park. You can see through the trees there. I'm going down into the memorial garden, and on the opposite side of the road you'll see what they call hemlock stone. Okay, what you got over there is hemlock stone that I was telling you about. It's millions of years old. It's a sandstone rock that just sticks out. So I can just get him try and focus him in. I think he's focused. Now he's reading all about it. It's got his dogs and probably his daughter with him. But there's hemlock stone, just there. Now then, looking beneath us, we've got the memorial garden, and this is a memorial to the Holocaust. It's been here quite a few years now. Now all this area below us used to be part of the wall garden. The council used it for a long time. When it closed down, obviously it became part of the public park, and in place of that they did the memorial garden. And I believe the back wall there, I think there was one of the heated greenhouses all the way along it. And what I was talking about earlier, the ice house. Now for those that don't know, so in the US, ice houses, there was designed for the big manor houses, basically a deep hole, and probably about less than a mile up this road from here we've got a canal, and in the winter time when they froze up, so in conditions like we've got now, is to collect the ice and put them in the ice house and layer them with straw and put more ice on top, and it was a natural fridge in a way. And this little thing here down the steps is the ice house. I'll show you what it looks like, and because we've got infrared on this camera, I can switch it on, you'll see what it's like, because it will be dark in there. So just head away down and I'll show you inside. Okay, I can see I'm wrapped up for the weather now, so we're going to go down to the ice house and show you what it's like. So it's hidden away just here. below the base of the trees. I would imagine they weren't as big when they built this, because I don't think they build it under a tree normally. That's the way in. Not sure what you'll see through this, but I will show you with the infrared on. It's basically a 20-foot deep brick hole like a well, and used to pile in the ice and then straw, then ice, then straw, layer it like that, and it kept it cold right through the summer. Used to, like I say, they collected the ice from the canal up the road. And here we've got the information on it. British ice houses of the early 17th century would have been principally to provide ice for preparing summer desserts and cool wines. By the mid 19th century, most country houses would have at least one ice house on an estate. Ice houses continued in general use until the end of the 19th century, when they began very gradually to fall out of favour. With the decline of country estates after the First World War, ice houses increasingly fell into disuse, and overgrown examples are rediscovered only by chance. Bramcote Hills Ice House was built at the same time as the walled garden. It was used to store ice from frozen rivers and ponds during winter months, for use at Bramcote House during the summer. The ice was used in the kitchen cellars to keep food cool and fresh. So you can see that how it's built, look. And there at the top of the dome roof, there will be an outlet for air circulation. Soil will be placed on top of the dome roof of the ice house, and trees grown on top to increase insulation and provide shade. The walls of the ice house will be constructed with local made bricks. There would usually be two walls with cavity inside and lined with straw to increase insulation from outside temperatures. The entrance would have originally consisted of heavy duty timber wood, which would maintain the cool temperature inside the ice house, providing insulation from outside temperatures. The floor of the ice house has been reduced below ground level to increase insulation, and groundsmen would have had to use a ladder to get to the bottom while filling the ice house and collecting ice. Well, we've seen the ladder. The ice will be collected from the local pond or river and then stored in layers of straw. In the base of the ice house will be a pit or sump filled with straw. The pit will be covered with a timber grid, allowing melting ice water to drain away. So that is all about the ice houses in the UK during the 17th and 18th centuries. Quite interesting, isn't it? This is the local to me. I only live a mile away, probably less than that, and I didn't find out about this until I came walking through the walled garden some years back, but very interesting. Okay then folks, so conclusions. Really nice pair of binoculars from One Leaf. Designed for anybody really, anybody into photography that wants a good pair of action binoculars that can be used in day, night, all night time. And say really good. So obviously it's not a hunting video today or anything about rifles, it's just about the view through the actual binoculars. So the last part of this will be some night time shooting, and I do really recommend these binoculars. Like I say before, they're upgradable. The new lenses will be available soon. If you've got the standard binoculars like I've got, the actual rangefinder is also available now for about $159. So if you don't want to pay out the full price for the rangefinder and the binoculars, you can by the rangefinder at a later date. So yeah, seeing the hills in the distance there. They're approximately 2 to 2.5 miles away. That's Airy Wash golf course over there where the green is. Then you've got the new estate at Stapleford over there. But yeah, really good piece of kit. Okay, so there's a memorial to the Holocaust victims. Normally come here in the January with members of the Parachute Regiment Association for the memorial that's given. Above that we've got the hemlocks down again. Yeah, sad reflection on humanity, really. So there's a memorial, The Refugee by Naomi Blake. This sculpture was created by Naomi Blake, a survivor of Auschwitz, in memory of the 6 million Jews murdered by Nazis because of who they were, among 1.5 million children who never could share their gift of life with the world. So I think the one in the centre there represents the 1.5 million children killed. It's night time now, so I'm doing the night time views. I am doing the 15-yard zero. Okay. So starting off then, try for the zero. It's all not focusing everything, isn't it? That's usual. So I want to go up. And we want to go to the left. See, got the right elevation. I want to come over. that's it. It's like it's better focus at 20 than it is at 15, to be honest. I might find 10 down there and see if there's much difference in the point of impact. Okay then, nutcracker, let's see how we get on. Okay. There's a crow. And that's it. 14 shots, or 13 shots on the knacker cracker, or was it 12 shots and 2 on the crow, I'm not sure. Looking around the garden. So that's from the first video. We've got the see if we can focus into the red poppy that we saw right at the beginning of the video, which is there, and going to the bird feeder, and the granddaughter's a little house I built them. So there's the One Leaf Plus there on the Reximex regime. Great little rifle. I'm using the Bisley Magnums. So, conclusions then. Nice pair of binoculars. It can be used day and night. As long as you get the focus right, you can't go wrong. Or upgradable with software updates, and also you can use the laser rangefinder, and also there'll be some 3 extra lenses coming out for it. We'll see what a difference they make. Bisley Magnums. Thanks for watching.